What's up, y'all? It's your goddess NaniVibez, and welcome to another abundant-filled, divine, powerful episode of Manifest with NaniVibez. Let's go ahead and give a clap for that. So before we get started, I just want to balance the energy because that's obviously, if you guys see by the title, that's what the title is about: balancing your divine masculine and your divine feminine, and the rise of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I'm gonna go ahead and use my sound bowl here. I'm just gonna center myself, ground myself, balance myself. I don't know if you guys noticed, but the past few videos, I have been seeing orbs all over. Like every single video that I've been seeing, we've been having orbs with us, divine spirits all around us ever since we've been making videos, ever since we've been coming together. And I just know that that's kind of like a signification to me that we're on the right path. So let's just keep at it. That was very much needed because I just went on kind of like a rant on Instagram because it's like a long story, but I'll go ahead and break that down to you guys later, because now is the time for us to focus on balancing, okay? Focus on centering and focus on both the divine masculine and the divine feminine and how they come into play with each other, and how the rise of the divine masculine and feminine is coming about, especially since like 2020. It has been a very, very crazy ride of the balancing of the energies. Before we get into this video, don't hesitate to go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to join the dopest. Now, we're not Space Gang anymore, you guys. I went ahead and I did a poll and I said, what do you guys want to be called? And they said Lego Space Gang, because it's not really, yeah, we already know we're from the cosmos, but it's not really fitting with the vibe of the channel. So you guys actually voted and you said that you guys want to be called divinities. So I'm loving it. I'm loving everything about it. I really do love it because we are divine. We are the divine feminine and the divine masculine in flesh form, and I love it. It just fits so much, like it fits so good, and that's just what it is, divinities. I post pretty much every day. I apologize, OG divinities, that I have not been on here for the past 3 days, and I realized that, but the reason why is because I was over on Life of NaniVibez. That is my vlog channel and self-care channel. I've been making self-care videos and everything like that for you guys to go ahead and check out. So you guys can go ahead and click down below in the description box and go ahead and check out my self-care routines, shower routines, my vlogs, daily vlogs, fitness. Like that's like where I do all my lifestyle stuff. So that's why I call it Life of NaniVibez. So you guys go ahead and subscribe down below. We're still Space Gang over there, but over here we're the divinities, okay? Because I just wanted to expand my gang more there so that I can bring them here and bring them into their own divinity. Let's get right into the video. So for this video, we are speaking about the rise of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. There is a huge misconception about the divine masculine and the divine feminine. One of the hugest misconceptions is that they are fighting for power, and the other misconception is that there has been a divine masculine energy that has been running this matrix and running this system. Huge misconception. There has been little to no divinity, little to no divine masculine energy running the matrix, because here's why. Divine masculine, right? Like I told you guys before, structure, order, and balance, okay? And that also comes with being provided for, okay? The divine feminine is creativity, expression, and positive chaos, right? So just full out, just being in free flow. When you're on the outside looking in, you can observe and you can see that it has been very toxic masculinity that has been running this system, right? Ways that you can look at that is the utterance of control, the utterance of dictatorship, and the slave mentality. You can emphasize the fact that there is still structure and order, but it's without the free will of that balance of bringing in the feminine energy. Anytime you deal with anything divine, you would recognize that there's always a play and play balance of masculine and feminine. You cannot have one without the other. If you have too much of masculinity it's going to be a slavery. If you're going to have too much of femininity, you will have utter chaos and no order. So that there is where you can see that the masculine energy, the divine masculine energy, has been almost non-existent in our society. Now, the divine feminine in our society, like I said, creativity, expression, and divine positive chaos, meaning just full expression and full flow. Now, you can see and you can recognize where there is toxic femininity by recognizing the way that women are exploited. Our expression becomes more irate, less of a sensual thing and more of a seductive thing, more of a manipulative energy, a manipulation of our femininity, okay? And you can recognize that in a lot of the stars today and a lot of the celebrities today, that the energy is less sensual and more seductive. And when you go to seduction, yes, there's a way to balance that seduction by having that by still having that divine sensuality, but you can see that they are promoting seductress and toxic femininity, basically meaning, oh, I don't need a man, but I will abuse this man and manipulate this man with my feminine energy to get the power that I desire. And so that is disregarding the masculine energy, and that is totally off balance from being divine. Even though there is still that same toxic femininity and that toxic masculinity going on, now you can recognize that the difference between the divine femininity, the divine masculinity, and the toxic femininity and the toxic masculinity with the rise of the divine feminine. So this is literally the story. I'm gonna go ahead and play a storyline of how the divine masculine comes up and the divine feminine takes the lead role in order for the divine masculine to rise and then to have that divine union and balance, okay? So many people have experiences with twin flames, right? So I myself am a twin flame, okay? I do identify as a twin flame, but this is the reason why I am telling you this is because I want to show you by my own experience and also by just recognizing the way of the divine feminine and the divine masculine play off of each other to rise into union, okay? So it starts with the divine feminine, right? The divine feminine recognizes her power and she recognizes who she is. Now, the divine feminine starts in heaven, right? Quote unquote heaven, okay? And this is all has to do with something called as above, so below, as within is without, yin and yang, black and white, up and down, left and right, side and side. You understand what I'm saying. So with the divine feminine starting in heaven, she then has to recognize her power and hold her light so that she can go down into the depths, right? And the divine masculine is in hell, quote unquote, okay? They're just more of a mindset, and I just want you guys to recognize the polarity of the situation, okay? So it's like utterance of light and the utterance of darkness. That's what I'll just say. I'll just say the total light and total darkness instead of heaven and hell, okay? So she starts in total light, okay? The divine feminine starts in total light, and she holds her light and she recognizes that she is light, right? Then since she's holding her light, she recognizing that she is light. The divine masculine, right? He must recognize that light. So he treats it as a lighthouse to find his way out of the darkness, right? So she goes into the darkness by holding her light to help bring him out of the darkness, and then it brings into divine union. That's literally the story of the divine masculine and the divine feminine coming into full union. So what you have to understand and understand with the divine masculine in society and the divine feminine in society, we must recognize each other as we are, okay? We must recognize, I'm speaking in terms of your own energy, okay? Having your own feminine and masculine energy, because each person on this entire planet, we both hold both masculine and feminine energy, but in order to recognize both, rather than having mostly feminine energy or mostly masculine energy, we have to realize. So I'll go ahead and go into like a daily life thing, right? I was speaking to you guys a few days ago about having a schedule, right? A schedule, a self-care routine. So self-care itself, right? Treating yourself and being in your own light, right? Being in your own light. That's a feminine term. That's a feminine energy. That's a feminine context, right? but also having a schedule and a routine. That is masculine. That is a masculine thing, a masculine term, and a masculine energy. You're tapping into your both feminine and masculine. Having a self-care routine is creating balance in your life. That feminine flow in taking care of yourself. Self-care is a feminine thing, but masculinity, bringing that structure and actually having a routine. You understand what I'm saying? So you're having that structure and you're having that flow and you're bringing it into union. It's the rise of becoming the masculine, the divine masculine and the divine feminine. We must both, as both men and women, and both as masculine, divine masculine and divine feminine, we must recognize each other and recognize that there is a place and a structure for everything. And there is a way to express yourself without disregarding and completely disregarding one another. The expression is femininity, right? But also recognizing that balance is also masculine. So you are bringing into union both the masculine and feminine energy. It's very imperative that you include these in your daily life, right? Recognizing what things in your daily life are masculine and what things in your daily life are feminine, and incorporate those to become your highest version of yourself. I'm going to do another video how to apply the divine masculine and the divine feminine and bring it into union into your life to become your highest version of yourself. I love you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video just as much as I enjoyed making it for you guys. Go ahead and, like I said, smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, and go ahead and smash that bell notification button so you guys can know whenever the divinities are back on the screen to make another video for you. I love you, and I see you guys in my next video. Peace.